ever come across a recipe that called for brown butter and you were nervous about it, I was also when I tried to master it, but I'm gonna make some cookies that call for brown butter and it makes them so much better. So let's do that together. So you start by melting your butter in a pot over medium-high heat. You do need to stir it pretty much consistently because quite frankly, it takes a minute to get started. But once it does, it goes rather quickly. When it melts initially, it will turn to this sort of like yellowy color depending on what butter you use. And it will bubble pretty constantly, but you want to keep it stirring so nothing gets burned. We want brown butter, not burned butter. While it bubbles, make sure you brown a little bit more than you need. My recipe calls for 2.5 sticks of butter. This is 3, just for the evaporation. Now it's clearing up and those bigger bubbles are forming. We're in the right track. The butter went from being clear to being nice and foamy. This is perfect because it is going ahead and separating the liquid from the fat, and it's going to be browning that fat up and adding tons of depth and flavor. The smell is amazing. It's almost like nutty, but you keep going through this part. I know that the bubbles are starting to turn a little bit dark, but don't be scared by that. Now this is what we're looking for. Notice how the foam has cooled down. Now the butter is brown. You'll let it go until it's about the color that you want, but just don't be scared. You'll know before it burns. And there it's done. It's a little dark, but the more dark, the more flavor. It's not burned because you can definitely smell a difference, and this will make my cookies later fantastic. Now that we're back to room temperature, you can see the color has mellowed out and it's ready to use.